Blue Water CRM, cloud-based CRM software specifically designed for collection agencies, debt buyers, and sellers. Let's log in. As you can see, we are logged in as a collector. We're seeing the collector screen. We're seeing collections for the department that I'm in. We see the user IDs. We also see the accounts or queues that have been assigned to this collector. So this collector currently has 5 queues assigned to them. And you can see right here, we have the search criteria. On the right-hand side, when the collector logs in, they can search under any number of different items. So the purposes of this video is to go over how to work in a call queue. So the collector logs in. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that they're going to choose this right here, regional accounts. When I click regional account, I can see my collections for today, for this week, for this month. I can see all of the information about the items in my queue. Currently, this account has 17 items in the queue, all of which are past due. I have nothing that's due for today, none of them with call date and so on. I get a nice little snapshot of any of the broken promises, promise to pay is due today, credit cards that were refused, that were post-dated, checks by exception, and then I can see right here past due items in the queue. And I can move these around. So let's say I want to take this and I'm going to say, hey, listen, this is going to be for today. I'm going to update this. I hit submit. And when I do that, it updates. You can see now there's one item that's due for today. And if I want to say, okay, look at this one, I'm actually going to move this till next week. I hit submit, date to call change, and I'm actually beginning to, update my call queue. So I can see I have future work of one item. I have accounts due today of 1 and accounts past due 15. I can also see that the total has remained the same. Let's scroll down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one of the accounts. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to start to work in a queue. Now, one of the things I want to draw your attention to is that when you log in and you do a search on an account, the account isn't connected to a queue per se. So when you do a search, you will not get the same interface that you do when you search. If I search for an account, I can work that account, I can answer an incoming call, I can create an outbound call. But when I work in a queue, it gives the management a little more control. So you can see right here, there's a next button. So this next button, so right now I'm on account number 1. If I hit next, it's going to go to account number 2 of my 17 accounts that I have in the system. So just for the hell of it, I'm going to click on next. And what it's going to do now is going to say, hey, listen, please update the call field to any future date to proceed further. What we are doing here is we are making sure that the collector, before they actually move on to another account, is actually working the account. So let's go right here and I'm going to say, spoke with debtor, will make payment tomorrow. Need to call AM. I'm going to say first party conversation. Click right here. And remember, all of these are dynamic. You can update these, and we have other videos which discuss how to set these up. Remember, the red ones will lock the account down completely. The black ones are just day in the life type of items. So I'm going to click update notes. I click update notes. And now I want to make sure I can move to the next account. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to change the call date from today through tomorrow, which is a Saturday. And because it's a AM call, I'm going to set this for 9:30 on the 10th. And it's in here. I hit submit. Date to call changed. And now when I click on next, it should bring me to the next account. So you see, now I'm on account number 2 of the 17 accounts. So I can work queue by queue. One of the things that we have within the queuing system is alert system. So I can actually click an alert. So I'm going to click alert me. If you see on the right hand side, add new tickler. And I could say So right here, I need to follow up with the manager in the AM. I can come right here and I can say, okay, I want to have um, a tickler appear tomorrow on the 10th at 9:40. And what'll happen is I hit submit. Now it's set. The alert date is February 10th, which is tomorrow at 9:40. You can delete it or you can edit it. What will happen is as long as you're in your queue working an account or logged in, the system will have a pop up with that alert. So while you're working queues, while you're searching for clients, while your employees are being moved from one account to another account, they will be able to set alerts to remind them of certain things that they must do. Run a report. This is great for managers or supervisors who follow a dual role. Let's say they do spend time on the phone with debtors or clients and they're talking to them, but they have other responsibilities to run reports, set up a dialer, set up letters. They can actually set this tickler or this alert in the system that will alert them and say, hey, listen, you know, this is the alert. You need to run a letter report right now for XYZ accounts. So an interesting tool, all tied into the system, and it is part of the queuing system. And you can see this is very simple to use, very simple to manage. And as you go from queue to queue, you simply click the next button, you put the information in the notes, and then you choose a call date or a call time that is greater than the time right now. So if I wanted to call later in the day, I could have set it to February 9th at 3 o'clock, and this would have appeared in my account at 3 o'clock. Thank you for watching this video. Each video is designed to give you an in-depth overview of every single component of the system. My goal is to make you a blue water CRM expert. Thank you for watching.